Hi guys, today is Friday, August 28th, and that means I've got 2 days till I need to move out of the house. I want to thank you guys so much for all of the lovely comments on the video I uploaded last night, and I checked out most of the comments this morning before getting out of bed. I guess one of the big upsides to doing daily videos is that I can reply to the most common questions or suggestions in this video instead of typing away. We'll get to those a little later on today. For now, we need to get going. I mentioned yesterday that my sewing machine broke, and I'm gonna take it in to be fixed today so that I can hopefully take care of the last mattress for the V-berth tonight. And on the way into the repair guy, we're gonna drop off a few things at a friend's house. The place we're heading to drop off that coffee maker and those other items isn't just any old friend's house. No. It's where Jökul's girlfriend lives. They actually had a litter of pups about a year ago. Now, I haven't brought Jökul along today because it's just going to be a quick pit stop. We're just there to drop off that stuff, and then we're going to head into the sewing machine repair guy. This is Gaia and Blida. And we're off to the sewing repair machine guy. That is without a doubt the most embarrassing thing I've done this year. Turns out it's an operator error, 100% my fault. I won't go into any details, but suffice it to say, the trip in here, complete waste of time. Let's hurry on back to the house. On the way out here to the boat, I passed by the infernal contraption that made all that horrible noise yesterday. It's some sort of doohickey that's supposed to keep seagulls away. But last winter, I saw at least one seagull sitting atop of one of those things while it was going off, so I have my doubts. I've emptied out all of the stuff from the car in the cockpit, and the first step is going to be to put the finishing touches on the slats for the V-berth. I've spaced out the slats using some nylon webbing. Please bear in mind this isn't supposed to be pretty, it's just supposed to keep them from bunching up on me. I brought along both of the mattresses and it looks like it's going to be a good fit. If you look closely, you can see one of these slats under the mattresses, and that's going to provide a decent amount of ventilation, so it'll be exciting to see what kind of difference that makes. I brought along the boxes I mentioned yesterday to empty out these drawers. I think that seagull doohickey has come down with a case of sore throat. It sounds kind of messed up. I am done unpacking and everything's put away. It's amazing how much stuff I was able to cram into those 4 tiny drawers. Before we head back home, there's one more thing I need to take care of. And that's the false floor under my nav station. As some of you might recall, I had some issues with condensation that would sort of trickle down the inside of the hull and then pool up here on the cabin sole, which leads to wet socks, which is never a good thing. I've already made this flange onto which I'll bolt this piece of plywood. So all I need to do is to cut the piece of plywood that goes here. I've used the self-leveling laser to figure out the curvature of the top piece of plywood. So all I need to do now is to grab some measurements. How much simpler life would be if everything was just parallel, but no. These are the measurements for the top piece of plywood. This is the piece of the plywood that will be closest to the hull, and the astute might note that this is a straight line, and therefore I'll have a bit of a gap right here in the middle due to the curvature of the hull. But that's okay, because I'm actually going to trim this back a little bit further to leave room for the insulation. Let's see if it fits. I'll add 15 millimeters of insulation to the hull, so we need to make sure that there's at least a 15 millimeter gap. I'll bring the top piece of plywood with me back to the house to slap on a coat of paint. But I don't think there's much more we can do about the boat today, so let's head back to the house. I'm waiting for my luxurious dinner to cook, which is a frozen pizza, and yeah, I know, it's not good for you and all that, but it's easy. While I'm waiting for that to cook, let's go ahead and slap on a coat of paint. I bought this paint last year, but I thought it was still good. There was a lot of pieces of dried up paint floating around in that can, and I don't really have anything to sift the paint with, so yeah, I'm just gonna pick up another can of paint tomorrow, and I should still be able to get a couple of coats on there before I need to be out of here. As for the fabric for the mattress, all the pieces are cut and all I need to do is sew them together, but it is getting quite late and I'm gonna hold off till tomorrow because I don't want to mess up. This morning I noticed a lot of comments suggesting I should get a composting head aboard the boat, and I love that idea. It's just not doable. I'd actually planned a little skit where I'd stack books on top of my existing head, because those composting heads are pretty bulky, right? So I'd stack books on top of my existing head, and I'd show you how little space I'd have to squeeze in on. But I forgot to shoot that because I was busy. But I wanted to let you know that I'd seen the comments and I love the idea. It's just not something I can fit aboard the boat. My next boat will have a composting head though. Okay guys, I want to get started on editing this video, which hopefully you should be able to see in 2 hours from now. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. See you! Jökull and I hope you've enjoyed this video. To be notified about new content, please click subscribe. If you're new to the channel, I suggest you check out the introduction playlist. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and feel free to leave a comment.